Hello, this is Corner Burzo. I'm a 6-dan player, and in this video I'm going to review a recent game played in the Osaka League between my former student Fred8 and my current student denc75. This is a game played on 3 handicap, and finally Denc scored his first victory after 3 years of playing in the league. So it's a celebration victory. Let's see how the game turned out. Yeah, usually this pincer at c12 can be confusing, lots of complicated variations if black chooses to play the shoulder hit at e16 and then white can push and cut, and things can become very wild. So obviously black chose a much more peaceful follow-up to go for the top side and discard the stone on the left side, which is a strategy I often use in my own tournament games. It is very simple, just to discard that stone at, in the top left corner, and actually that c15 it's still agi, so later on black can activate that stone. We will see what happened in this game also, but for now it's absolutely fine, and now black has sent to play another big point, which he just did. So I decided to play an inside approach. This is fine, but I would actually think about a move like r14 or even split the right side. Black's moyo can become very nice and deep if black gets another move around r10, for example. Anyway, inside approach here, it's a fine move. Black defends calm, white jumps. This jump, it's a little bit questionable. Normally white should simply make a base, play the slide and extend like this, but now white will end up center. Therefore black can play a move like r10 or again focus on defending another corner. So overall black still keeps the advantage of the 3 handicap stones. Another option for white here is to attach a d3. We've seen this Joseki on and on in the AI era. That's a classic follow-up. Also white can think about a more fancy way to develop the bottom side, like playing a shoulder hit this way and then a one space jump. So this would be a light way to control the bottom side. And of course tenuki, it's an option too, because it's a handicap game, so either play r14 or split at r10. When black attacks at r8, you go all the way to r14. If black attacks from the top side, r13, r12, something in this area, then white simply goes for a base with a 2-space extension. Then when black secures the corner, now you come back to this lower left corner. So for white it's really crucial in a handicap game like this to develop fast and try to spread the stones all over the board quickly in order to catch up. So one space jump. In general, you don't want to play a one space jump like this when you still have room to expand for a base. So let's see how white, how black continue here to punish white. Yeah, a pincer, very good. Normally, black can play the kick at e3 first, just to make white even more heavy. So white usually descends and then take away the extension at j3. Now white will probably play a cap move, in which case black usually defends with keima and then just play away. This would be a peaceful follow-up. But anyway, it's good to remember the move at e3, because it kind of keeps white outside the corner. White can also play g2 as a response to e3, but again, black will just take away the extension on the bottom. So black went for the extension right away. White attaches, sun invasion. Maybe here it's easier just to play the attach. If black will block, you go Atari and then either extend with a cap move or go down. So normally white doesn't have to worry about this group. Probably if white descends here for I shape, black might extend on the left side in order to look for a way to escape with c15, but then white has to take care of the right side, which is the most open place on the board to play right now. On this move, of course, black can resist by playing the push, but white simply blocks. And when black secures the corner, white can either connect like this or hand under. Let's say something like this happens, and then again we have the cap move in order to fix the bottom group. So Sansan invasion. Interesting to think about the sacrifice here, but white also has the option to play d2 and then cut. It's very difficult for black to kill the corner because black is also in danger with the outside stones, so black might go for a trade. Push a few times like this. Oh, in fact, before the cut here, white can also play f2 to see whether black will allow the connection under, or how black defends here with this descent or hane. So it's a good probe to play this move. If black simply goes Atari, white will connect under, and that's it. It's a fine escape. So black might separate, then the cut, push couple of times. Now if black wants to go for the bottom side, white will catch the two stones on the left side, and it's a fine trade. Now white again can play on the open space on the board. Also a shoulder hit like this is nice. Later some tsuke here to use the edge of the bottom stones, but that can wait. So this kind of variation is possible if white simply plays d2. So obviously white can live in the corner, even just, you know, without going out, hane, block, tiger mouth or solid connection, and the group is alive. But yeah, black is happy to catch the stones on the outside. So white cuts like this, black hane, very good, connect, then extend. After this move, white can push here, in fact. Then when black goes down to get rid of the aji in the corner, white can even connect once. White is going to lose the stones on the left side, but black still needs to play inside a few times to capture the stones. So white's position on the outside is a little bit stronger than the actual game. So black simply went down to catch the stones, and white plays away. Luckily, I would still play a move like j5 just to help the f5 group and then play away. But instead of O17 invasion, outside approach would be a bit safer. The thing about O17 is that white doesn't really have a good space to extend in the top for a base. So black can play a kick, P17, white needs to go up, then black defends the corner, either Q14 or R14, then white needs to extend. But because K17 is already in place, white just needs a small extension, which is uncomfortable. Then black can defend the top group like this, or jump in order to put pressure on the top area, and then grab another big point on the right side, for example, or jump along here to expand the moyo, and even a middle side extension would be nice. So the inside approach at O17, it's a bit questionable, even though it's a handicap game. Maybe white's idea was that black might go for a pincer at M17, then white can go for a double approach, and in this case black ends up a bit over concentrated in the top. All those moves just to capture the O17. So outside approach, easier to make a base where you have more room, or slide in the corner, jump in the sansan. You gotta be patient. Even though it's a handicap game, white will catch up gradually. So when black defends here, this allows white to slide and extend for a tiny base, and it kind of weakens the top stones. Therefore, it's more active for black to play the kick first. This kick is always a good option when black has the middle side extension in place. Without it, you don't want to play it so much. But in this case, it's recommended. Now, of course, white overplays because it's a handicap game, so this R12 is to try to confuse black. But here, black should simply play Q18. In the game, black decided to play the iron pillar at Q17, which is also fine. Another option would be to kick P17, in which case white has to go up. Otherwise, we have this nice tiger mouth to cover the top stone. So after this move, black can simply jump out and secure the corner while attacking the two white groups in the same time. When white makes a base here, then black can put pressure in the top. If white tries to escape in the top like this or like this, let's say white goes for a base in the top this way, then black can play a pincer on the right side. So either way it's fine. Now the reason black plays P14 it's to get rid of the agi in the corner. There is no more sun evasion available for white, because when white pushes here, there is no more cut at q14, so black is already protected, and locally there is no way for white to make two eyes inside the corner. This will be a dead group. If white captures here, we'll die in gote because it's a false eye. So it's very important to remember this shape: kick and then jump out. This formation, it's very safe for black. So black grabs all the corner points, and now white has to struggle to save either the top two stones or the stone on the right side. Now with this double up, black still keeps the corner and a lot of pressure on both stones, but locally I would play q18 because there is still no agi in the corner. When white plays here, black just blocks and the group is dead. There is no way out for black here, for white in the corner. Remember, this is just S18 that kills the group right away and takes away the liberties very quickly. So yeah, simply play here. When white extends, then you try to surround the top stone. If white extends here, you go for a pincer on the right side, this way or this way. Just take away white's nice spot and then secure the corner again. But yeah, q17 it's kind of similar to q18, it's just that the end game can be slightly different. That's another detail to consider. This is a good move, yeah, going for the most open side. Black it's a bit too conservative with this kind of corner blocks. I would play a pincer without blinking, either this one or this one, because now white has 3 weak stones already, the two on the right side and the one in the top, so it's really hard to fix everything. When white, for example, decides to attach and secure the corner like this, black can go for a lot of outside thickness, and both the stone on the right and the one in the top are still targets. So double up, which allows white to extend back, and this shape it's pretty ideal. Then let's see, yeah, black is going for the top stone. This is a good move, this kind of shoulder hit. If white simply pushes out, black will play the hane. When white plays the hane trying to catch a stone, black will go here. If white connects, black can surround everything in a very nice Kosumi Keiman net. So no way out for that group. Completely surrounded and killed. So yeah, white jumps in, black goes out, that's good, because it also threatens the stones at f5. White has to jump along, that's okay. This peep is not really necessary right now, simply go out. When in danger, jump into the center. If white comes here, then you play this kind of cap. If white defends the right side with a jump or maybe something around here, then you cap the other group. But this peep I wouldn't play because it can backfire. For example, white can play the bump and then bamboo. So it feels like black is trying to cut the bamboo, which will never happen unless black plays 2 moves in a row in a co-fight, for example. So yeah, that can wait. But this jump is good. White defends the right side, then cap move, very good. Now here black's fight, it's actually going well, so kind of profitable. But instead of taking the stone like this, black should actually play Atari this way, and when white comes out, extend to the right, because when white goes here, black is already connected and it's impossible for white to cut this way because of a self Atari. So this is a way to fight, but white will probably sacrifice that stone and then peep and come out with a nobi or a jump. But it's still good for black. I mean, black got stronger on the left side taking the Ponuki. White still struggles to survive with this group. And this way, the center potential will kind of disappear. So this is a critical moment of the game. And yeah, in the end, black got lots of points here. But white is making a slight mistake. There's a cutting point at g6, so therefore white should be alert about that and just play a peep, because this peep is also threatening to cut black. Black can connect solid or maybe with a more artistic move like a one space jump, but this will leave push, oops, and peep like this, or peep right away. Just play here, then push along, maybe push even one more time, and now defend the left side. When you play a move like this, black might be a little bit afraid of his stick not to die, so it might play here and catch the stone, but now it's fine. You continue in the center. Now actually black is in trouble here, but it's quite easy to leave, because now you can use the peep played earlier at L4 and make some eye shape. So compared to the game, this would be a better variation for white. Otherwise, black will just cut and catch those stones. White still had the timing to play the peep first. Yeah, this cut is quite big. So black got the profit here. White pushed through for either compensation and Atari. Maybe it's safer just to play Nobi, because later on there was some Agi here with the Atari at H7. But small difference. This Atari is good too if white captures right away the stone. So yeah, this invasion is a pretty big point. So before you play anything else, it's good to capture this stone to see whether black will connect solid here or pull back to the right, but at least it's a center exchange. This will leave Agi, and now black has to play many moves inside to catch the stones here. So all of a sudden, white is taking some profit in center. Yeah, this feels a bit desperate, this kind of tsuke. It's really hard to pull out that stone, but in the actual game it happened because black didn't play the cover. Once black plays here, white stones are trapped inside. This Atari doesn't really work. Black will go down, and when white tries to capture the two stones, black has an Atari, then capture back. So the only option here is to connect or Nobi, then black will connect under or capture another stone. And this way, white just gets some forcey moves, but the stones in the top are trapped, and now white has to focus to build a large center. So black shouldn't pull back, just cover and kill. Not enough space for two eyes. So now this fight is quite interesting. The variation was all forced. Black can think about a move to surround the group, like this one, but it feels a bit dangerous, because white can push out, white has this Atari, then honey in the top. Now normally there's a lot of Agis, so black might even think about playing here, but then it's much easier for white to leave. So you want to play like this, and when white plays this Testuji, it's difficult to cut. That's a problem, because white can either capture the top stones, or if something like this happens, white will catch the middle stones. So black has a counter Suji here. This is a Tesuji at R15, but black can think about the Hane on the second line. Now when white simply pulls back, black goes Nobi, and there's not enough space for two eyes. This will be dead. But of course white can think about this move, then Hane, for example, this way. Okay, that's a bit more dangerous. So when you play here, snap back. Lot of Agi. It's a difficult fight. Therefore, yeah, black decided just to push and let white go out. But in fact, black can just play double Atari here or Atari like this and allow white to escape, but then push through and damage the Moyo. Because with this move, you're not gaining too much in the corner. I mean, the corner it's already safe. That looks more like taking an extra point. But probably black felt good about the position, so didn't want to try too hard. Normally here, white needs to connect this way or bump. And after the bump, white can play Hane, Atari in center, and the stones are connected. With this Kosumi, black can still push through, Kosumi like this, and go out inside the Moyo. And this way, also the top group is separated, so this shows more fighting spirit than just block directly. But yeah, black has a lot of territory on the left side, therefore there is no need to risk. So now the Agi activates on the left. Yeah, on this move, white obviously wants to play Atari M14, so black should think about the Hane and even double Hane. This is a way to get into the center, also because of the cut at P13, so white should really pay attention. And simply going like this, it's going to erase a lot of points. That can be a nice endgame sequence for black. But for now, we have a situation on the left side. So white decides to play with fighting spirit. It's actually bleak to cover. Otherwise, black will turn at d14. So when black simply pushes here, you have two options. Either cover like this, and normally you can play the double hane and then attach here, because if black pushes through, you go under and you go for the left side kill. So black has to cover, then white makes a pretty nice wall. But yeah, lots of points on the left side. Another option would be to go up. In this case, black will hane, descend, because it's threatening the cut at c11, then hane again and descend one more time. And this group is alive. Even though white tries a move like this, in the end, black will make twice. But it's fine. I mean, white can accept this and then hane, so it goes for a little compensation by capturing this c10. So this would be another option. It's possible to play the hane and then inside cut. Now, if black captures a stone, white goes Atari and connects here. If black decides to play Atari this way, white can Atari under and Atari again. But again, those stones on the left side are dead, so it's more like endgame. Probably another option for white can be this schema to try to catch the black stones, but there is still agi like this. Then black can come out and use this move, for example, because of the Atari, then Atari, then Atari again. No, maybe just capture the stones and think about going out. Yeah, black is fine, still got the left side, and now white has to capture here. But yeah, white can think about this schema and then cut one way or the other. Even though black has this move, let's see. Yeah, white can leave on the left side, but now there is agi here in the center. So fighting spirit, just attach. Normally you should cut, because black will go for a capture, then you have Atari on top, then you have the other Atari, but now black will turn here. So if you cover, black might just go out and connect under. Yeah, so this fight looks really promising for black. Yeah, black turns with fighting spirit, white captures a stone. Black should Atari right away, it's so big to play this Atari. First of all, when white connects, it's a terrible shape, and if he doesn't, it's also terrible. So you gotta play it and then connect like this, forget about the left side, and enclose the top. Also, damage is done. I mean, once black extracted the c15 stone, he should be happy with the result. Like this, yeah, black goes for the stones on the left side, but now white can play the nobi, and normally black should push along. They say that strong players play straight line formations. If white goes here, then you surround like this. Now white needs to leave on the left side and you can damage the corner. Yeah, jump along. That's fine. Protect again. Yeah, so many moves when black could just push out directly. White jumps. Actually, white should cover, because if black cuts, you just Atari, push couple of times and trap the group in inside. Well, of course, there is still agi here. This Atari, it's annoying, because when white connects, black can do the crane nest capture procedure. So white has to avoid that by playing this move, and black captures here, and that's it. Some damage. But well, the center is bigger than in the actual game. Okay, I think I went back a bit too much here. Let's move on. Yeah, that's a problem. So on this Atari, maybe white should connect here and give up distance. Then enclose the center. Quite a big catch. Yeah, this is the way to enclose the middle. Maybe the cut is too much now. White can simply Atari, push, push along, then make a shape. Yeah, well, white got that stone anyway. Probably Nobi again. Either Nobi or one space jump, just to build more. Yeah, on this move, Hane, white can bump. Because this stone cannot go out like Atari here, you just capture, and with the bump, you're threatening to catch one more stone. So when black plays here, you just leave it, play some center moves, and big points. But yeah, it's hard. Black has so much in the lower left corner. It's difficult to come back in this game. Black should connect, because that stone is captured anyway, so black will build an extra point at k14. Besides, when you connect here, there is also more agility to get inside with a push and cut at p13. So white might go back and protect, yeah. This is not really necessary right now. Better play Kosumi like this or Keima to prevent the slide at g18. That's a very large endgame move. Also, it's big to play, for example, Tsuke crosscut to see how white reacts. For example, if white plays here, you go inside with Atari. And if white plays Atari, you Atari under and then connect with the tiger mouth, which reduces a lot on the right side by just sacrificing one stone. And that's a good endgame technique. Then come back to grab the big point. So black push like this, white normally just connects. But yeah, very nice to play the slide. Black shouldn't defend right away. This formation is very strong, so it's very good to capture the stone on the right side in Sente. White needs to protect either like this or like this. You also have this move in Sente later on. And now think about a move in the top. But it can be Tsuke this way, or it can be attach, cut. Uh-oh, dangerous. It'll be dangerous. If you play the attach, then you gotta clamp. So just attach right away. Thing is, if white plays here, you can cut. If white captures a stone, you go Atari, defend, connect, and now it's difficult to leave in the top. And also the corner suffers, so white will die inside. So once you play the attach, when white goes up, you can block. And if white pulls back, you block again. So black is already safe in the top. That's a way to block the slide. This seems, I mean, it's proper, but it's just Gote and black was doing well, so not so big to save that stone. It's bigger to play S5 than N2. Both are center moves, and then come back and connect here. But really hard to save this game. For black, it's super important to take this stone, because it's center and damages a lot. And now you don't have to worry about the corner life anymore. Yeah, center. Black should actually connect solid here, not to leave Cotrets. There is no point to play the tiger mouth if you don't need eye shape. You're already alive, the group is safe. Yeah, this Kosumi is big. Hane, okay. Connect. Then black defense. Black should still play this move. I don't think white will give up the cut at R11, like play in the top, then allow this, because it will damage a lot of the Moe on the right side. So white will connect, and then black can go down. This way, black builds more in the corner. And even if you are in a position where you're 30 points ahead, it's always good to play the end game like it's a 50-50 situation. Yeah, this is big. Normally, black should capture right away. Atari here, then take. Because when you go down, anyway, this Atari will come. So when you capture right away, later you have the chance to play also Hane on the first line. But now you don't give yourself that chance. So this happened. Small endgame now. This capture is big. Everything center. This is fine too. I would play Kosumi first, and then this move. Yeah, black is extremely cautious. This move doesn't feel like building too much, so how about just push here, push again, push like this, play more cente moves before gote, and go down to prevent white cente. N4 just looks like a neutral point. This cut doesn't do much, it's a minus. White can even play here, then defend. So instead of cut, black should play this move. Then push like this, then connect this stone. The cut can be used as a cotret. Fine. No need to play that move. Just connect here and prevent an Atari or descend like this. Nothing to do in the top left. I mean, white can also play Atari here. If cut, take the stone. Lots of I shapes. So that's just a move to ruin two cotrets, because if you fight the last ko, you have throw in and then Atari. So you better keep those two cotrets for an eventual ko at the end. Okay, Atari, Atari. White can hane on the left side. If black blocks, how is the situation? Atari, Atari. Ah, black can actually block. Okay, it's just 1 point. And L19 is 2 points. It's fine. White doesn't need another move inside the top, because if black plays here, white can create an eye, but black doesn't. So when black plays this move, hane, it's one eye versus no eye. If black goes down, you can throw in. So even if all the neutral points are filled, there is no way for black to approach. This move, double Atari, it's coming, okay. Tuck, 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 nothing here. Yeah, this block can, it's fine. Does black need this move? Let's see. So Atari and Atari. Oh, Atari here. Ah, but it's nothing. Black can go like this. Then Atari this way, just capture. Atari this way, you take. Atari like this, connect. Black is fine. The only problem is if black plays this move in a rush and then white goes Atari, and now it's a shortage of liberties. But black can read that out. Anyway, being so many points ahead, it's a sign of, you know, being ultra cautious. Oh no. There are no points here, so better play this move. And now, in the end, all these are neutral, so black needs to protect. Okay, we finally see some improvement in in black's play. Is this important? Let's read. Let's say black plays a neutral point, white cuts, black connects, white connects, black connects under. Nothing happens. Throw in, you just take, and that's it. It's safe. So this is -1 point. That's not important. These are cotrets. And actually black should play G14. To, I mean, well, just to finish a game. It's like a tournament game. So yeah, well done. Finally, the first victory for denc75. I hope you enjoyed this review, and let's hope for an even game next time. Enjoy.